Alright, what is going on, my dudes? So we are back here today with another Mole Man video. Now, I don't know if you guys have been able to tell, but I've been pretty high up on the Mole Man train lately, man, especially since after his buff. So we're going to be jumping into the Abyss of Legends here today with only Mole Man and Dr. Doom, which if you know anything about the Abyss, you will know that this is a very, very realistic Abyss team and scenario here, alright? So right off the bat here, we messed up a tiny bit, we dashed back, but don't even bother worrying about the dash back. I cannot stress that enough. Ignore the dash back, because from here on out, we entered Frenzy, and we're going to be in Frenzy the entire fight, easily, without ever having any fear of losing it at all. So, one thing you'll notice here in this fight is that the thing will not get a single rock stack for the entire fight. Now, why is that? What happens when the thing gets a bleed? Well, he loses 3 rock stacks. What happens when Mole Man hits the opponent when he's in Frenzy? Whether it be a light attack, a medium attack, or a heavy attack, or a special attack, or whatever attack you want to throw, he places a bleed on the opponent and has a guaranteed critical hit. So, that's a pretty good combination here. Now, there's a bit of a niche synergy here between Mole Man and Dr. Doom that, truth be told, I've never really paid too much attention to, except until last night, when I realized that when fighting a member of the Fantastic Four, Mole Man gives the opponent minus 50% defensive ability accuracy reduction. So one thing that you will notice throughout this fight is that when the thing is in protection, there will be many times when I throw a heavy attack while protection is active and we do the full damage and ignore the protection damage cap. That is absolutely incredible and such a niche piece of utility that I never thought of it up until doing this moment right here. And what makes it so good is that there's also an invisible woman on this path as well. So when you're fighting Invisible Woman at the end of the path with Mole Man, which by the way is a great matchup, well, she's going to have minus 50% defensive ability accuracy as well. So when you knock her down, she has a smaller chance to go invisible, which is going to be really good. So obviously, most of Mole Man's damage typically comes from bleed, from damage over time, and unfortunately the thing is bleed immune, okay? So one thing about Mole Man is that his medium and his lights, they don't hit too hard, but his heavy attack actually does hit very hard, and it starts to hit harder the lower his health goes, okay? So the reason why we're doing parry heavy here in the Abyss is because if you don't know anything about the Abyss, with the 6-star rank 3, you only get about 260 hits before you die, alright? That's the combo cap, it's the enrage timer thing in the Abyss, so we have to limit the hits that we do, only going parry heavy special 3, which counts as 1 hit, alright? So here we've already used 32, okay? We've used 32, and the thing is down to, I believe it was 88 or 86% health already. So we're on a very good pace here to get this guy down. Now, one thing that's really important to note as well is that the higher the mole mass, the monster mass that you have, the higher physical resistance that Mole Man has. So, continually throwing heavy attacks, gaining 4 monster mass every time, we're pretty much going to be at 20 or 19 monster mass and frenzy the entire time. So our physical resistance is just going to be through the roof. So we're going to be very sustainable throughout this entire fight, man. So pretty much, Mole Man has everything going for him in this fight, except for the fact that he can't bleed the thing, which honestly isn't even that big of a deal because we solo this guy pretty convincingly, man. So obviously, I don't want to give spoilers, but in the thumbnail, in the title, it's going to say Mole Man solos Abyss thing. It's a 20-minute video. I think you get the idea. It's obviously a solo, right? So, one thing that's really great as well is that you can counter special attacks with your heavy attack just to get the fight moving. I wish he had a little bit more reach on that heavy attack, but unfortunately he doesn't, so you really do have to time it properly. The special 2 is very easy. The special 1 is a little bit harder to get the spacing down, but it's very possible to do so. But anyway, man, the thing is already down to 80% health. Mole Man's still at 95% health. We've only used 47 of our combo things out of 260. So obviously we're on a very good pace, and keep in mind, the lower our health gets, the harder our heavy attack is going to hit, man. So yeah, Mole Man in the Abyss, really great option. Now keep in mind, the thing is bleed immune, alright? He's bleed immune, that's where most of Mole Man's damage comes from, and we convincingly solo him. So, for all those fights that aren't bleed immune, Mole Man is going to be putting in some work for you, man. He is just an absolute beast in all content, dude. In all content. Utility and Alliance War, damage and Abyss, utility and damage in solo act content. Amazing for variants, variant 6, variant 2, bind and variant 4, I suppose. This guy is just an absolute workhorse, man. Like, seriously, one of my, if not my favorite champion in the game at the moment. Just every day I find something else that I love about this guy, man. So yeah, there's really not too much more I have to say. I've been talking for over 5 minutes now. I've just been watching this guy heavy attack thing, and he's been doing a wonderful job the entire time. If you're good at, landing your parries, you're gonna have a good time in this fight, man. You really are. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna go head out, maybe make some mac and cheese, play with Snowball a little bit. Feel free to watch the whole video. I do encourage you to do so. That'd be very, very cool. I don't have too much more to say though. I feel like I've pretty much sang my love letter to Mole Man in this video, and I think that it's quite clear by this video right here that the Mole Man buff was quite exceptional. But anyway, my dudes, I'm gonna head out. Make sure you hit the like button before you finish watching this video. Comment what you think about seeing Mole Man just shred Abyss thing like it's his freaking job in the comment section below. And make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any more fun Mole Man videos coming to you very, very soon. I'll be seeing you around.